Before the fences, before the roads, before the long stretches of empty land we know today, this continent moved. Heavy footsteps crossed floodplains, waterholes churned under enormous weight, and the ground itself remembered where giants walked. The largest of them all was Diprotodon, not a monster, not a myth, but a living part of Australia for hundreds of thousands of years. Diprotodon is often called a giant wombat, but that description barely scratches the surface. It was a close relative of wombats and koalas, yes, but Diprotodon was something entirely its own, a massive plant-eating marsupial standing shoulder-high to a person and weighing more than 2 tons. Its body was built for endurance, not speed, with powerful limbs, a broad skull, and teeth designed to grind tough vegetation day after day. Diprotodon didn't rush through the landscape. It reshaped it slowly, steadily, simply by living. These giants didn't wander alone. Evidence suggests Diprotodon moved in groups, tracking seasonal water, fresh growth, and open grasslands. As they travelled, their sheer weight compacted soil, creating pathways that water later followed, etching movement into the land itself. Where Diprotodon fed, vegetation opened. Where it walked, the ground changed. Where it gathered, the ecosystem responded. This wasn't destruction. It was balance. Diprotodon was what ecologists today call an ecosystem engineer, an animal whose presence quietly shaped everything around it. Waterholes were the heart of this ancient Australia. Diprotodon returned to them again and again, keeping plant growth low, preventing dense scrub from choking the edges. This grazing reduced fuel for fires, creating patchy landscapes, mosaics of grass, woodland, and open ground. Fire still burned, but it moved differently. Slower, less intensely, more predictably. Australia's ancient ecosystems weren't static, they were dynamic, and Diprotodon was part of what kept them resilient. When people arrived, they didn't find an empty land. For tens of thousands of years, humans and Diprotodon shared this continent. They drank from the same waterholes, followed the same seasonal rhythms, and read the same landscapes. This was not a brief overlap, nor an immediate collapse. Indigenous Australians lived alongside megafauna for generations beyond counting, observing, adapting, and passing knowledge through story and memory. Diprotodon was not unknown, it was familiar. But no giant lasts forever. As the climate shifted, Australia began to dry. Wet cycles shortened, lakes shrank more quickly, and reliable water became harder to find. Large animals, especially those dependent on vast connected landscapes, were pushed to their limits. Diprotodon didn't disappear in a single moment. It faded, region by region, population by population. The giants retreated until one day they were gone. What followed was not an immediate catastrophe, but a quiet transformation. Without Diprotodon, vegetation thickened. Fires moved faster. Fuel loads increased. Australia became quieter and more fragile. The absence of giants reshaped the land as profoundly as their presence once had. Today, Diprotodon survives only in bones, preserved in dried lake beds, frozen moments of an Australia that no longer exists. But its story isn't just about extinction, it's about connection. Between animals and landscapes, between past and present, between what was lost and what we still hope to protect. Diprotodon reminds us that this continent was once carried by giants, and it asks a question we are still learning to answer. What happens to a land when the giants are gone?